Welcome back to another video. It's my fifth time trying to record it. So, this video is quite different. I'm gonna start a series called Car History, where it's just car history. Shout out to this dude. So yeah, today we're gonna be doing the Mazda furai. Now, the Mazda furai is a concept car made by Mazda, and the word furai means sound of the wind in Japanese. So, this car was a very important concept car for general history, car history. So I turn up the volume so I can rev it up for you guys. Does it work? Nothing's happening. Anyways, so the Furai was Mazda's concept car. So Mazda was yeah, it's pretty famous for making a couple cars, and mainly the RX-7 for those JDM guys like me. So the Furai was a car that was very light, extremely light, and it went about 190 miles per hour, but it had like 400 horsepower. Oh my god, this thing is fast. It had like 400 horsepower, but it weighed virtually nothing for cars because 1,000 pounds is nothing for cars. So, as pretty much, it's a legend to car people, to the car community, because it's a super sad story what happened to it. And I did a say I could click something. So it had about like 400 horsepower, used the same engine as the RX-7, so it wasn't that strong when it comes to horsepower, and it was a very interesting car. The name Furai, as I mentioned before, means sound of the wind. So that means that sound of the wind. So in this car we see many references to wind. For example, the taillights, the headlights. What does this say? I could click something. Taillights and the headlights. There's a difference. The taillights and the headlights are like a reference. Okay. So it was a reference to Sound of the Wind. So it got extremely popular by like going to car shows and everything. And it went like 190 miles per hour, and it used the same engine as the RX-7. So to put that into perspective, the RX-7 goes like 150 miles per hour, and this thing goes 190, about that. And yeah, it was a great car. It was extremely light and popular among people, among general people. Okay, what happened? Alright, so in this game, it's very fast. It's possibly even too fast to control, but it was a very light car. It was like an LMP car, almost a race car, as you can see. Hold on, I'm in reverse. So this car is manual. It was quite a good car too. So it gained its popularity by by yeah, by participating in car shows, and it was quite the popular car. And by this time it was 2008. So this car looks like it's from the future, but it's only from 2008. It was petrol powered, so it needed regular gas to work, which is very strange. And it was a good car. Now let's go into history. I'm saying too much. It was so the history is that if in November 2011 it had gained a lot of popularity, and it was a very nice car to use. So Top Gear decided to say they decided to use Mazda, let them use the car. So it was used by Top Gear. Now, when you listen, when you see Top Gear, the extremely old shows especially, they do very, very weird stuff to cars, like they destroy them and all that. And yeah, they technically abuse them, to put it into perspective. So this time they didn't, because only one Mazda furai was made, and it was quite the car. It was used by Top Gear, but the engine was overheated. So since the engine was overheated, it burst into flames, and since there's a fire crew, they put it out. So only one Mazda furai was made, and none exist anymore. Now, why was this such a global icon to the general cars? Like, what? So when you say Mazda furai to an actual car guy that knows what he's doing, what he's saying, they will. It's a very forgotten car, to put into, to say the least, because it's not known anymore. Now it's not really mentioned in the car community as a supercar, and it revolutionized supercars in general. Because as a car fan myself, I heard about the Mazda furai, but I forgot about it for a few years until earlier this year, where it got added into, I believe, Ultimate Driving. And it's a very rare car in general car games, because I only know it to be in Redline Drifting and in Ultimate Driving. So it was quite the rare car. It was an icon. It's one of the most artistic cars ever made, and it had about like 500 horsepower, which isn't that much, because you could get like a base Mustang for pretty much less. You could get a base Mustang for less money, and it'd have the same amount of horsepower. Yeah, there's a drag place over there. So it was a super nice car. It was made when I was born, actually. And there's my friend here. Alright, GG, I guess. And it was a car, and it revolutionized cars forever, because mainly cars, like general really fast car companies, make cars that are, they just slap on horsepower, aerodynamics, and a couple wheels, and they call it a car. But that's really not how they work. What's wrong with my car? The Mazda furai. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, what's wrong with this? I think I messed up his transmission. So, it was a super sad incident. No other Mazda furai was made, and it revolutionized the car world because it was a light car but with horsepower, and none of us could imagine a super light car with horsepower like a Bugatti. And it's quite sad because there are no other cars left that are like this. And it was a very unique car. The closest thing I could possibly think is a Bugatti Bolide if it comes out. And it was, yeah, a super nice car that everybody forgot over the years. So, it is a forgotten car legend. Forgotten, yeah, generally. Forgotten car legend. Now nobody mentions anything about it, let alone think about it, because there's so many people who think they know cars but don't know about this. You have to know about this to know about cars. So yeah, it's a sad incident that happened. At least we have it in video games to use. And yeah, that's it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you have enjoyed. Drop a sub if you, I don't know, if you want to see more videos like this in the future. And I'll see you guys later.